YouTube has been a while and a beginning, and it's been so long since, I made my last videos for y'all. And I just want to tell you guys, it's been an amazing term, like, to, do videos for y'all. I love that spirit. I love that stuff. And, as we go at the video, I just want to start off with, basic life. I just want to, that's it, as it says below, about life and what, stuff opens up. So I'm just going to talk. So, people have been asking questions about, like, what do we go through, what changes do we do in life, and what kind of hesitation we have, right? There's common misconceptions of understanding, like, an individual going through a lot, whereas another person going through hard times with, money, can be with general stuff like job, no money, situations and all that stuff. And people have been commenting on, like, other platforms, but seeing what they comment and go through life, it's like, and make those people that make contents for y'all, especially, like, if you see their videos, like, usually you see some videos about, like, food and all that stuff, right? That's just to bring you guys back. And yes, that's what everyone's trying to do, to bring you guys back to watch for a new video to come out. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe, click that bell, and comment down below. And honestly, life has been like a chapter, right? You're writing your own book, you're writing your own stuff, and whatever chapter begins in life, it's obviously a new beginning for you guys. So each chapter is different, right? So if you guys have been going through struggle or anything, please comment down below, because I love seeing that. I love seeing that how people, I love making videos for you guys. And obviously people have been going through a lot now because of what's going on in the world, like all this election shooting and stuff like that. I've seen that you guys have been struggling with that too, and I just want to bring out, like, the fact that I believe that probably is the rapper's girlfriend who told his location of, like, where he is, right? So obviously that's something that's has to be said. Like, that's messed up, right? You can't give a brother like location and just, like, be alright with it and, like, move on, right? That's something people look at and judge you. I mean, that's messed up. Like, who does that? And upcoming, like, life-changing matters, people have always instigated, like, we should push forward to do something, we should try new things, adventure ourselves, like, take the stress out, go do something, which is actually helpful, because eventually people have, like, always been cooped up in one place, all that anxiety creates in your mind. So it's all like, in here you've created a big block of all that stress, all that work tension, all that nagging, all that stuff in your mind, whereas your mind is filled up with a lot of those conscience, and in your heart it says, I gotta relax, I gotta take some time off, kind of thing, right? But you should eventually, because life is a game changer, right? When you have a job, it changes your life. When you make a stable living, it changes your life. Like everything comes upon like what you guys do and what you guys give to, appreciate what goes on in life. Like everything is a balance, right? So you can't really, judge a book by its cover, by just like, saying like, oh, he can't do that, you're worthless, you can do nothing. Yeah, but that's a common question people always, get you at and say at you, like, you can't do this, it's so hard, but when you strive at something, it's always a grasp to hold on. Like for example, like if you can throw a stone in the water, how can you say you can't do it? You could. But when you try to, do a sport or something like that, and you say you can't do it, but you haven't yet to attempt it, but you can do it. In your mind, you can say, there's many possible ways to do it, but, but it's just motivation that gets you that spirit to do it. And, every day people go through, various amounts of like, stress, and like people getting sick left and right, people, going through various of like, complications and stuff like that. And, people have been known to have like certain diseases that come through and go, but I hope you guys, you guys recover. That's my heart to saying you guys recover like through all this monkeypox, I guess. And eventually people have been there, like the food's been going through the roof, like the food, the gas rates, all that is insane. And judging from what people can afford to buy, and it's really difficult for the society to be going through all that stress related stuff of buying what to buy, what to do, whether can I make it in life. That's always going to come up, no matter what obstacle you face or what it may be. You're still going to face it head on, because it's not easy for an individual to just go through like any day of life, like just move on kind of thing. But it's not easy to say, just move on in life. But you gotta understand, like, like if you see something, you gotta do something, right? And eventually everything is gonna be so different, right? You always got that point of time where you go through many wrong choices. You get the right choice, and there's between wrong and right? So if you think that doing the right thing is the best, if you do the right thing is always the best. If you end up doing the wrong thing, you end up like going to jail or etc. and stuff. But eventually it's gonna catch up to you in your future when you say you end up in prison, you get out, and that past catches up to you. It eventually affects your whole lifestyle, your whole family, your whole your environment gets affected. And obviously, like, people have been constantly seeing gunfighting and killings and racial stuff, or it could be what do you call that? Yeah, even like general stuff, like like people have been oftenly being pulled over too, like because of the color, or they could be for anything. Like it's really difficult to see that. Every time someone gets pulled over, it's either someone of color or is not. Like you've never seen, like, I mean, I can't imagine like one white person getting pulled over to an average colored person getting pulled over every time, right? I mean, it's not about like what they don't do, It's about like seeing what perspective they go through and what the others go through, right? And eventually it's all like, a milestone to move on. But to forget that image, it's very difficult. To forget it, it's very difficult. Because once you go through it, it's like, it's like a tape that's rewinding in your mind, like over and over and over and over. But you can't forget the fact that you got affected by the situation that happens outside of your comfort zone. But everything is like a traumatic thing. Like, so many people have been known to have like a built-up stress level, right? Oh my God, like what's gonna happen if I didn't pull over, or I didn't do what I'm supposed to do. Whatever we may do, we always did the right thing. End of the day, we always did the right thing. We never misunderstood the situation, not to follow the orders or do anything wrong, right? End of the day, we all did the right thing. And seeing all this happening, it's really sad. Like, there's no way to say, like, it's hard to go through what is not, and what is easy to come back from is not easy at all. Like, it's never easy to come back from, because eventually, like, we try to overcome certain things, but it's like, it's like a flow of like whether we can or cannot come from that. But it's always like a balance, you know what I'm saying? Like, life is always differentiates the from the negative to the positive, which is good, because if you balance both of them, it's like saying, I have a bunch of negative vibes up here, and like my positive vibe is down here. So it's a balance, but this should be lower than this. So the negative is always like, all that it's all built up. It's like psychological, as psychologists say. It's like it's all in your mind. It's all like what you do and what you say. It's all in that. I may not be one, but that's I guess something they do. And I just want to say before I end the video, this is the end of the video, and I just want to say, kids, you guys, you go to school every day. You guys learn stuff. I want you guys to stay amazed and positive. Like, you guys are the new generation, and seeing what you guys, go to school every day and coming back, it's a blessing for you. And not being able to do much, like staying at home, is like really tough for you guys, and going back to school after the summer. And I hope you guys had a great summer too, and I'll catch you guys next time with a new video. And if you guys are once again new to the channel, click that subscribe button, click that bell to get notified for the next video, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace out.